What's going on, everybody? How we doing? We're gonna wait, like we always do, a few minutes just to get started. Wait for somebody, a few people to come in. I hope you guys are having a great Friday so far. It's Memorial Day weekend, and we're gonna see what Spirit has to tell us today. We have a lot going on the table. We'll get into it in just a minute. So, hi, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're well. Can you hear me okay? Hi guys, we're going to start here in just a second. We got a bunch of stuff out on the table. I'm super excited. We have the Zodiacs, we have Romance Oracle, we have the Kipper, we have Angels and Ancestors, Soul's Journey, Divine Circus, and Divine Guidance. Hi Stephanie, how you doing today? I hope you're well. Glad you can make it this week. We missed you last week. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes. Just gonna get a pre-shuffle in on all these cards. I don't know. I keep getting these waves of energy as I was picking up my cards. Here's got something. Well, I guess that's a good thing to know. I hope you guys figure all that out relatively quickly. We're going to get started here in a minute. I hope everybody is well. I hope everybody is well. I don't know. I was seeing somebody. I was getting an energy coming towards me, and it was kind of a little, I don't know, I'm a little confused. I feel like my heart chakra space is like getting flutters. It's all a flutter. Big decisions may be made, may be in the works. I don't know. We're going to find out, I guess. 2, 3, 4. Interesting. Hi, Joyce. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Happy Friday to you, my friend. How are you today? So excited for this day. I had to send my mom home today. She's all the way back on the East Coast already. It's kind of sad. I miss her. I hope you guys had a beautiful week. I'm sorry I wasn't posting very much. I was too busy being entertained by my hilarious mother. Y'all see what's on the bottom of that deck? Uh-oh. We might have a twin flame reading tonight. Oh my gosh. When it rains, it pours, doesn't it? At least you got your rent paid. I don't know how expensive getting the radiator hose fixed is, but hopefully it doesn't overtake it again. Yeah, moms are great when we're all getting along. Yes, Mercury retrograde can go take a flying leap somewhere, man, for reals. We're going to get started here in a couple minutes. Okay. We're going to get started. I've got all the energy surging. All right. So like I said when we first started, let me tell you the lineup of what we have. I have Zodiac, Kipper. We have the Romance Oracles. We have Soul's Journey. We have, what is that? Angels and Ancestors, and my handwritten deck, Divine Guidance. My mom was a Virgo. Tell me about it. Aquarius, Free Spirit is a star. Oh, my mother's a Sagittarius sun, Sagittarius moon, and Gemini rising. I'm a Leo sun, cusp with Cancer, Scorpio moon, and Libra rising. So yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare sometimes, especially when we get get into a bloody argument. So, all right, let's just get going. I'm ready to see what Spirit's trying to tell me. He got all the energy surging. I'm excited. I'm ready to see. I was seeing a man. I don't know why I keep seeing this masculine sitting on this damn couch, sitting there like listening, like he got something he wants to say. But all I keep seeing is this masculine with on a sofa, just chilling. Like, I'm waiting for you to tell me all the things, Gigi. I'm waiting for you to tell me all the things. So I guess we're gonna find out what Spirit's got to say. And let's see what's cracking. All right. Divine Holy Spirit, please come down with your angels, my ancestors, loved ones, and spirit guides that have ascended to your highest white light to protect and guide me through tonight's live reading for our collective with clear, honest, and precise messages. Holy Spirit, please bless us with your essence and divine light for protection from any evil eyes, black magic, darkness, and anything that could disturb our day and night. Cast it all back to hell where it belongs. Please and thank you. I love and appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here this evening. All right, here we go. Let's get a saging and see what's going on. I'm ready. Every time I picked up that kipper, man, it was like singing the song of its people, sending shocks all through my body, like energy surges all through my body. Yeah. Joyce, you're so funny. All right. Let's see what's going on. Yep. Sending energy shocks right through my body. Don't know what the heck is going on, but we're going to find out. Divine Holy Spirit, what is the energy for tonight's reading? What is the zodiac energy for tonight's reading? Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Divine Holy Spirit. What is the zodiac energy? Whoops, Capricorn. And Jupiter for Sagittarius. So wait a minute. Jupiter for Sagittarius, Saturn for Capricorn. We got fire and earth, fire and earth. Oh boy. Oh boy. Eek. Eek. Where are we going first, Spirit? You want the kipper? Oh shoot, kipper. Joyce, I'm not putting that up. But no, it was not, I promise. No, it wasn't, I promise. All right. Oh, wait, let's fix that. I don't want to screw up my cards here. Hilarious, Katie. All right. Divine Holy Spirit, let's see what's going on. What is the deal? What is the deal tonight, Spirit? So I see this masculine. I don't know why I keep seeing this masculine. Like, is he confused? I'm being told not anymore. I think he might have had a light bulb moment. Something clicked. All right, let's see. What's going on? Toil and labor and change. Toil and labor came out first. I see someone's hard work. Lights on, nobody's home. That's funny. Somebody's making some moves. Physical, like moving. They've been going through some seriously hard times. When did that cat sit there? There's a cat sitting there. Okay. You guys see, I've had these cards for a long time. This is my second deck of them. Y'all see this cat right there? That's somebody's spirit guide. Watching them go through hell in a handbasket and giving them messages and saying it's time for you to beat your feet up out that situation and get your ass packed up and go somewhere. Get your ass to where you need to be. That's that little cat. Yeah, that cat is somebody's spirit guide trying to tell them something as they're sitting there busting their ass trying to work themselves to death. It's time to make some serious changes. possibly a mature woman that has a... Is this somebody coming towards them? Yes. There's a mature woman, somebody wise. This may be somebody that's wise beyond their years. This may be somebody that actually is a mature woman, you know, slightly gray, well seasoned in life, all of those things. It could be the wealthy man that has the spirit guide trying to tell him, or the mature woman. Take it for you how it is. Flip it, switch it, reverse it. Do what you got to do to place yourself where you belong. You know how it is. But there is somebody, one of y'all two need to go and make some changes. You've been working your ass too much, working your ass too hard for too many things for too long, and it's not really getting you nowhere but headaches and heartaches. So it's time to make a change in your job. It's time to make a change in your living situation. You need to get up and away from the situation you are in. Whoever you are, y'all may be related. You may be this wealthy man's wife. You may be something. Y'all may be knowing each other. Maybe you guys need to split up. This could very well be a wealthy man that needs to get away from mommy dearest, or a mommy dearest, I'm being told, possibly. This energy I keep seeing is telling me that's exactly it. He needs to pick his ass up, get himself away from mommy dearest, because he's been busting his ass too long to take care of this person. He's shaking his head yes. It's an actual family member, I'm being told. Is it a figure? I keep seeing like auntie or mom, but I also see somebody kind of off to the side, like standing there like a dominatrix almost, like with a whip and chain. I don't know. Maybe she's a very dominant creature over his life. I'm being told yes. Very, very strict on him. Keeps him very much wound too tight, putting him through hell in a handbasket. And one of his passed on loved ones, an ancestor, I'm being told, is coming to him somehow, trying to get this masculine away from this situation, because he needs a major change before he does something stupid, even more stupid than he's already doing. Keeping somebody up underneath, like keeping us like a secret, something very close to his chest that's making him depressed. Very, very much so. What is this? A gift of great fortune to you, divine feminine, to you. Coming soon to a Mercury retrograde near you. I don't know. That one just came right to my forefront of my mind, and I thought that was hilarious. He wants to get away from this person. Whoever this is to this masculine is keeping him bound and chained to a situation he doesn't want to be in, keeping him from going to his person, to his divine feminine. To her, she's just a piggy bank, or excuse me, to her, he's just a piggy bank. Somebody to manipulate and dominate, basically. Very narcissistic energy. Like, well, I'm this person in this family. I'm the elder of this family, and I have this control, and I have that control. Very narcissistic. And he wants to go and take whatever great fortune he has, and he wants to hand it to a divine feminine. He wants to make that change and go towards her. He wants to get away from all this toil and this heartache and this working himself to death just to be able to, like stash some money. He may even be doing side hustles, working and doing a million other things that she doesn't know about, just to kind of sweep it under the rug and put something away so he can run away. He may have money, and it may be family money that he's living on, but he's doing something and he's tucking some things away. He may that light bulb moment I was talking about may very well be something that he got from some kind of message. I'm being shown Archangel Gabriel's name may have come to him somehow, whether it be in his sleep or like possibly like maybe almost got into a really bad car accident or something. I'm being shown some kind of like near death experience that kind of like if he would have been like 1 second earlier, he would have probably gotten like smushed to death. And that was like the big wake up call light bulb moment that that life does not live, you can't live forever. And it snapped him out of something, realizing people for who the wolves in sheep's clothing. There's something about this, and again, it could be flipped in any which way. Take it how it is for y'all, okay? But this is what this energy is telling me. He wants to give a gift to somebody, and it's going to be a great fortune, and it's going to help change somebody's life. And he's definitely going to be getting on that journey very soon to make those changes. Very, very, very soon, if he hasn't already. I don't know. Time is fluid, folks. Take it how it is for you. Do you have a child? No. Do you want a child? Yes. On the nose. Had a dream about a child. He's showing me, I had a dream about a child, and it's supposed to break the chain of these vicious cycles on both sides for both masculine and feminine. Do you have children now? I'm being told no, not at all. Did you think you had children? I'm being told no, not at all. He's showing me the use of condoms, birth control, tracking ovulation and periods and all of that. Like he's very diligent, very, very diligent, doesn't want to get trapped, wants to stay as far away from entrapment as possible. He has one person on his mind that he wants to put a ring on it. I'm being shown the marriage card here, the wedding card here, and children with one person. His mind is set on one person. I'm being told yes on the nose, big time. Like he is very much like this energy feels very like on the straight and narrow. He knows what he wants and he's going to go get it. And he's not one to be told no. Like if this person says no to him, it may break him. It may break him apart and he wouldn't know what to do with himself. He's going to pull out all the stops. Nothing's coming between him and his goal this time. Is that right? On the nose, big time. On the nose, big time. Whoa, okay. Is this about, okay. This is about estate, money, estate. There's money in estate sales. He wants to sell his estate. Possibly two of them. Yes. Take the money and go, me, gone. Have you already started this process? I'm being told yes. Yes and no. Waiting to get where you're going to finish the process. On the nose, big time. And there's two sets of documents. It may be about estate, investments, inheritance, all three. No, investment is the estate. Yes. And one is an investment property. Yes. The second one is what? Family estate. Yes. And then there's an inheritance. So there's two sets of documents. He's going after this, whoever this is, or whoever, whatever, flip it again. You know how it is. There's two things that he's going after them for to clear out and get it. But the thing is he wants to make sure that he's not going to get turned down by the person he wants before he finishes whatever the process is, I guess, because if he gets turned down and gets casted aside and thrown to the wolves, he'll have no reason to do it. He'll have no reason. He'll just live with whatever it is that he has to live with, facing those towers for whatever it is that caused the separation between this, whoever this is, whether he, whatever, and the person that they're going towards. There won't be any reason to just to move on because he doesn't want to be alone. Loneliness is going to kill him, and so are codependencies. Official person. somebody that handles, I'm being shown like a tax preparer, a CPA. He's speaking to a CPA, lawyers, real estate agents, all different kinds of official people. He's already been in contact, I guess, to get the ball rolling and start the paperwork. I'm being told yes to all of that. He's pausing these endeavors because he's got to face reality with his person. Who's in poverty? Well, he obviously not him. So I'm assuming he, whoever he's going towards may not be in the same tax bracket as him. They may not be in poverty. They may be middle class in comparison to Mr. Moneybags over here. I guess able to make it or doing better than what he's expecting. He may think that this person's in poverty and just faking it until they make it. I guess, I don't know, but there's poverty somewhere. And is it financial? Yes. And that's the whole purpose of coming in with this gift of great fortune as an investment in whatever endeavors this person may be doing. I don't know, or an endeavor they may very well be doing. No, it's not an endeavor. It's something that you want to do with them, isn't it? I'm being told yes. Take them from wherever they are and bring them up into his tax bracket with him, I guess, with the gift. But it requires him dealing with whatever these official people are and getting that paperwork finished to be able to hand over everything he wants to hand over. And is there going to be any prenuptial agreements? I'm being shown that him shaking his head no. The amount of trust there is substantial. And he keeps thinking about her. He keeps thinking about her, and it's making him want to do all of this for her. He may very well see her working her ass off to the bone, doing a million things, being as disciplined as she can be with whatever means she may have. And because of this, see, this Mercury retrograde, there's only usually 3 in a year's time, but this year we're getting 4. This particular, where we're at this season with this, we're in eclipse season. We just had that full moon in Scorpio that was an eclipse. Beautiful, by the way, the little bit that I got to see. We started out Mercury retrograde in Gemini, and now it shifted this past Sunday into Taurus. Okay. All of that is putting everything that's happening into alignment for a reason. Okay. And he may very well be on a spiritual path or learning more and more about spiritual, practice because of whatever's going on with the spirit guide that's teaching him something. Whatever is going on with him and the angels, he's being taught something, and he's thinking about this person more and more and more and more. Okay. This particular one, as I've read and some of the research I've done, is about learning about communication. Of course, with all the other nonsense that Mercury retrograde happens with Mercury retrograde. Also teaching people how to communicate better. Okay. So he's thinking about her. He's thinking about what she's doing now, may even be stalking. How is it affect? You know what? My son's father is a Taurus, like hardcore Taurus. My pastor's wife is a Taurus. I haven't seen anything with my son's dad. He's actually been in a really good, from what I've seen, because I see him every day, what I have seen is he's actually been so much happier. He's talking more. He's communicating better. He seems to be enjoying himself. He's not so stressed out. I haven't really, I got Taurus, my North Node is in Taurus. So, I've seen a lot of grounding happening to me as well with my communication being able to, my mother was just here in my house, tiny little, like 2-bedroom house. Okay. Like it's been a very interesting thing. Like I've been batting 1,000 once in a while where I'm dropping stuff and spilling crap and just little things, but I haven't really seen anything myself that's been detrimental. Like I'm seeing a lot of people that are like, a lot of craziness is happening, a lot. So I mean, it really just, I guess, depends on where you're at emotionally, like your emotional maturity, your spiritual maturity, your physical, and mental maturity. It all depends. It's different for everybody. I'm just talking from from our perspective here, but I haven't really, I don't know. But I do want to say this is one thing. I do occasionally work with a professional astrologer, and she told me that for those of us who are easily able to indulge, be very cautious about indulging this season during the Taurus retrograde, because with Mercury retrograde in Taurus, because it will like make you want to indulge big time. So just be mindful of that, okay? What else we got? Spirit, there's the main man, the divine masculine. Okay, remember how I was saying this masculine is just a wealthy man to this mature woman? To you, he is your main man, your main male, your divine masculine that is entrapped, that is imprisoned in this situation. And all that's keeping him above water is the thoughts of you. Okay, there you are right there. And that's him sitting there thinking, sitting at his desk, sketching and doodling and drawing and writing, whatever. Good, quit smoking weed. I mean, I love me some cannabis. I've only had one edible in the last almost 6 months. It'll be 6 months next month on the 21st. So 5 months. We'll just say 5 months. Hey, and the budget, that mess ain't cheap, But anyway, your divine masculine is a very wealthy person. Okay. Whoever holds the masculine energy right now, very wealthy person, being entrapped by a mature female family member, imprisoned in their own life through, what I like to call Jewish guilt. You may not be Jewish, but I like to call it the Jewish guilt, the family guilt, all of that. Guilt and manipulation and narcissism, playing the victim. Oh, if you leave and you go over there, you'll never see me again. And how are you going to take care of me if you're giving this person all this, that, and then, like all that BS? You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'm feeling off of this, and I'm getting chills up and down my arms. Yeah, up and down my arms. This person is literally entrapping this person, imprisoning him in his own life, possibly because of this family inheritance, this whatever it is that they have invested in, all of that. Yep. Milking this man of not only his money, but his energy, whoever that woman is. Keep seeing unexpected income. Yeah, there it is. That's what I was just saying. She's concerned about him giving you, that whoever this divine feminine is, this money. She doesn't want to see it go into the hand of somebody other than her. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I must not pay attention. Our spirit didn't want me to see it until right now. You see this, the rags, there's the person, there's the rags, this mature, look at this. And he's even in the same color suit. You see this? Yep. And you see that now he's got a ring on his finger. With that marriage comes an unexpected income from this person. You're going to go from being out of his tax bracket right into it with just, I don't know how else to say it. And this woman, whoever this mature woman is tripping. She's sitting there tripping about this. And the thing is, Joyce, this is what I'm seeing. It's not because he wants to like sugar baby status. He wants to bring you in, what's the word I'm looking for? Co-create. Thank you, Spirit. And with all of that, he wants to invest in you and the things that you want to do. It's not a bribe. It's not a bribe. He wants to take care of you. He wants to see you stop struggling. He wants to see you do all the things that you want to do without stress. He wants you to live happy and calm and peaceful. What is that arm that hurts? Yeah. It's not a bribe. It's not what I'm feeling. He has been somehow he knows what you're up to. He may be stalking. I mean, that wouldn't surprise it wouldn't surprise me. You know, sometimes, you know, I'm going to say this as my own person. Sometimes as an independent person, it's hard to accept somebody. It was hard for me to accept somebody, you know, that had money, because I was afraid that they would always think I wanted nothing but that from them. Maybe when I was younger and naive and stupid, yeah, sure. But now, like, ever since spirit woke me up, and not only was I aware, but now I'm awake and aware. You know what I'm saying? And it's like one of those things where if somebody wants to, it's a blessing, and spirit is leading this person to you, sending angels and his ancestors to give him these messages to say, look, you're spending it on the wrong person. You were given these divine gifts, this physical material wealth, and you're spending it on the wrong damn ones. This is your person. You obviously know where this person is. You're being imprisoned in your own life by family that's sitting there worrying that it's not going to go to them no more. It's because it's not supposed to go to them. And these are the towers that they're going to have to face for their narcissism and BS. While you guys have a beautiful family and get to co-create and go on a spiritual journey and teach him how to be a stronger person in spirit. You know what I'm saying? This is all part of the divine blessing, and we have to look at it like that. Unless you a gold digger, and then if you a gold digger, you just need to exit stage left. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel that energy coming from this at all. He just wants to step out of being just a wealthy man to somebody and be your main person. He wants to be your official person. So he's going to official people to have help, to find help, to get him out of this situation with those that have entrapped him and imprisoned him in his own life. He wants a family. He's dreaming about children. He wants this with you, whether it's to adopt or to actually have a child with you. He may even have a child with you already if you guys have known each other, if this is from a past situation. There it is. He wants to have a happy family with you. Whoever you are, divine feminine. He wants that smiley, happy. He wants to have there's a house there. He's probably sitting at home in despair right now, trying to figure out how the hell to get to you. I'm going to put that one up, Joyce. I think people need to see that one. Yeah, he probably sitting at home in his big old beautiful house, dealing with mommy dearest over here, nagging and nitpicking, stressed out, just thinking about you. Having a beautiful family. Wanting to go and take this journey to you, who he looks at as his lover. Sitting alone at home in that family room in that big ass house, thinking about getting married to you because he sees you in high honor. Now he's just waiting to have all that shit happen in court, with the judge telling him all the things, fixing all the things and handling all the things so he can go court you, divine feminine. There it is. So he can go and be your man, your husband. We're going to leave it right there in this deck. Yep. He wants to he doesn't want to be just a wealthy man anymore. He wants to be your person. He wants to court you. He wants to love you. He wants to marry you. I was already seeing this. We're not all the way through the deck. There's still plenty of cards here. He wants to have all of this with you. It just requires him to not just sit there thinking about you in that big old house all alone, just making the effort and getting up and doing something about it. Making the change, getting on that journey. All them bags are packed. All them bags are packed and in that car. And there he is standing there at the train with all them bags that he just moved out of his house, got in the taxi, brought his ass to the train station, and here we go, or the airport or whatever. He ready. And here in the near future, in that distant horizon, it may very well happen for you. As long as you don't block don't block the blessing. Just don't block the blessing. Let it happen. Let it happen. If you really want it, let it happen. If you don't, then to ask spirit to release it so he doesn't have to sit there thinking about you no more. Tugging on your heartstrings through tantric connections, whatever it is, however it is that you two communicate spiritually. If you don't want it, let it go. Rebuke it. Ask spirit to be done with it. And if spirit, you got to, it's between you and spirit, and then him and spirit. If you want it, let it, and God wants it, and He wants it, and all of it is aligned, it's going to happen. And if you don't, and you keep fighting it, well, it ain't going to happen. And you may end up having to face some things that you're going to have to deal with to make you realize that you're not where you're meant to be. And it may very well be you that needs to make some changes and take a different type of journey. You understand? So, but he's sitting there in despair, thinking about you, wanting to go and share this big, beautiful house with you and have that be tea for two instead of sitting there alone in that damn chair that I keep seeing him in. Sitting there alone on that chair that I keep sitting there like this with his head in his hands, sitting there thinking exactly like this about you. Mm-hmm. Dreaming about babies with you. Dreaming about seeing you in a beautiful dress. Maybe in some sexy ass lingerie too. Who knows? I only know what Spirit shows me. Somebody needs to be thanking their ancestors and their spirit guides and the angels, and of course, above all, the Most High, because there's some serious work being done in the spirit realm right now for you. Are we done with this one? Thank you. All right. Yep. Some serious happenings in the 5D right now, getting somebody prepared for a twin flame union. That's going to be some serious blessings. The courtship with somebody that's going to actually love you until death do you part. Somebody that's going to take care of you in sickness and be there with you in health and enjoy good times and bad times. There's a card that I have that says the good, the bad, and the ugly. Yeah, they want to be there through the good, the bad, and the ugly. They want to heal family issues or like release family issues, break vicious cycles, break them vicious chains. And by having that child is what's going to break those vicious chains and make the change in their family line that's actually going to lead to healthy relationships in the future. Because having this child and you two being happy, whether there's other children involved or not, these two people coming together and having that baby and having all the other children that they bring into the household or already in the household is going to help heal things. Seeing two people that love each other that aren't going to fight and argue and physically, mentally, or emotionally abuse anybody. That are fulfilled and they don't feel overwhelmed and stressed and satisfied in all things, not having to worry about money in these difficult times, and co-creating beautiful endeavors that help the community and help the county and all the things around you. There's so much more to it than just money. There's so much more to it than codependencies. There's so much more to it than family issues. There's so much more to it, but these are the lessons that needed to be learned in order to get y'all where you needed to be, to prepare you for what's about to happen. Okay. I believe this is a number 2 year, which is, soulmates connecting. I believe. Please don't mark me on that though. Where are we going next? Divine Circus. All right. Divine Circus. There's that spirit guide. I cut it right on her too. There's that spirit guide that's watching out for you. There it is for both of y'all. Y'all have spirit guides that are watching out, that are keeping an umbrella over your head. And that's like almost like a divine armor, divine shield that's blocking everything and pink, 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 and giving you guys an easier path than what it could be if you were fighting it any harder than you are. I feel like one of the two people has surrendered. The other one's fighting it still a little too hard. The other one's just like, Spirit, whatever you want, just let me be in peace and let me get through this day without any stress. That's kind of how I feel. I know Mercury retrograde is a doozy. What else you got for me, Spirit? There's that toxic, poisonous person. Very well. This is part of that divine protection, is that these angels, these spirit guides, and the Holy Spirit are protecting this person, whoever divine feminine, divine masculine is, from these poisonous, toxic people that want nothing but to hurt whoever it is. They feel the light coming off of you. Okay, they feel it and they want to absorb it and suck it and spit it out because they're so dark and nasty. They want to steal it from your happiness from you because they're miserable and narcissistic in their own life. Plain miserable in their own life. You have something up your sleeve. You need to play it. You have whatever's in those dreams, whatever you've been journaling about, whatever those intuitive messages are that you've been getting, play it. They're there to guide you. Use it. Play your hand, man. Go to that person before you erupt like a supernova and just go ape shit batty, man. The world, universe needs y'all to be together. Okay? It needs you to be together because you're going to help more together than you will if you were apart. You need each other to balance each other out. No matter what you look, if you decide, whoever, if you decide to reject him or if he decides not to come towards you at all, whatever the case may be, no matter what job you do, no matter what it is you do in life, you will always be who you're meant to be, and you're going to feel a regret in your gut that is going to live with you until the day you pass on and then some. Because you're going to put yourself in your own version of hell from now until then. So be mindful of that. You are meant to be together. Okay, you remember how I was saying that there was that light bulb moment? He realized that he was living in the darkness too long. He realized that he was allowing too many manipulative, narcissistic people to hold him down. And he is so sick and tired of being in the darkness. And that was that light bulb moment. I'm telling you, I really feel like there was almost a near-death experience that happened that just kicked somebody's switch right on. It happened like that, the flick of like a flick of a light switch. And now he's coming out of the darkness and glowing like the sun, saying, I'm ready to play my hand and get away from these toxic people. And like we saw in that one card, the toil and labor card, that little cat, they're guiding this person because they don't want to see him erupt. They want to see him come out of his shell and be everything he's meant to be. Okay? And it just, all he wants is to make sure that you're not going to reject him. He wants to celebrate with you. He realizes that you're his destiny. He went deep down and realized and dug deep and found within himself what he truly wanted. And that's to get away from this crap, go towards you, have that date with you, and really, 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 really do all the things, because he's realizing that not only is Lady Luck with him, if he plays that hand, he'll realize that he's lucky. He's got all he had it all in him all this time. Had it in him. But he needed that light bulb switch to go on. He needed to realize that you are his joker. The joker, the wild card. Okay? You are his wild card. You are his destiny. You probably are very lucky. You're probably hella intuitive too. He may know that all he needs in this world is you to help intuitively get through every aspect of life. And it's not just about making money anymore. It's about, knowing the right type of people to be involved with, associating with the right kind of people. He may not have that ability to sense people's energy like you do. He may have some kind of intuition, but it may not be on the level of yours. And he needs that to keep him from being milked for everything he's worth in more ways than one, because not only are people money-grubbing gold diggers, but they're energy vampires. He doesn't need to be around that sort of crap if he's got issues with codependencies, and being around that sort of energy feeds into that sort of thing, if you get what I'm trying to say here. He needs you in more ways than one. He needs spirit first and foremost, and I think he's already snapped into that real quick. However, he may need your experience, that wisdom that you may have that he doesn't, to be able to get him where he needs to go. And everything is going to come out to a point where you guys are it's going to feel like you're living in a celebration all the time. There's that secret he's been holding you in as a secret for too damn long. Too damn long. He's ready to express that secret now, because if he doesn't, like I keep saying, he is going to explode. He knows. He knows now. He may have very well gotten very close to spontaneous combustion, which is why he may have been, what is this? Driving too damn fast. Probably got into a heated argument with somebody, possibly mommy dearest. whoever that mature woman is for him, the one with the whips and chains. I don't think that's a sexual thing. I really think it's more of like somebody's a very dominant over this person and keeps him chained up, imprisoned in his own life. He may have very well gotten into it with this person and went out on maybe on a drunken stupor and was driving too damn fast and almost blew through either a light or a stop sign and almost got in collision with a semi. But it was all divinely orchestrated because spirit needed to wake him up. And he seems like a very stubborn person, very stubborn person. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. And he needed to actually have the fear of Holy Spirit put into him. And that he may have actually peed his pants when that happened. Or shit himself. I don't know. But there may have been some soiling that happened in the britches when he went and had to face all that crap. But that was a divinely orchestrated situation. Spirit's like, you only live once. Okay? Tomorrow is not guaranteed, obviously. Now you need to release those secrets and go be with the person you're meant to be with. Go have that date with your destiny so you guys can co-create what's on the bottom. Because you've been around too many evil people that don't want to see you enjoy life, and you've had to deal with enough of it. You've had enough. It's time for you to go and get your sweets and treats and get on that freaking ride on that train with the circus of love and go be with the person that's going to help you get this this is the sacred, get you on that sacred fool's journey to a whole new freaking life. So you can be proud of who you are instead of just being looked at as Mr. Mature Moneybags. Yep. I'm being told he needs to get off the gray goose too. That's going to be another part of this whole divine union here, is that he may have cut back significantly, but he needs to get off of it completely. And the thing is he needs somebody that's not going to that may not drink at all, if ever, like maybe once in a while, a glass of wine or something like a beer or whatever once in a while. He needs somebody that's not going to feed into his codependencies or allow it anywhere near them or the children. Period. And it's going to keep him diligent and disciplined in his sobriety. Big time. Big time. We're going romance oracles now. I want some love. I love this deck. I love this deck. I love all these cards. I really do, but this is my... It's like something's coming full circle. There's changes that have been made, changes that are happening, and there's going to be a few major things that are going to happen that are going to just it's something. When this union happens, it's going to bring out a lot of snakes in the grass. I'm being told snakes in the grass with their hand out. Like, we'll just say it like this. If he ever did have sugar babies at one point, that he kind of like was like whatever, kind of ghosted them or whatever, they may be coming out with their hand out, and Divine Feminine is going to be like, she'll hear the phone go off and she'll be like quick to snatch. She'll be quick on the draw. I'm like, who? Y'all ever watch those TikToks, or it's actually on YouTube Short that I see them, where this gentleman comes up and he's at parties and different events and whatever, and he'll talk to a man and a woman, and are you guys in a relationship, whatever, switch your phones. Well, she'd be quick to draw, and she's going to be picking up that phone, and she's going to be calling people like, who you calling? This is my man. I'm the one with the rock on the finger. What you doing? Like, she going to rip these people to pieces. And he's going to sit there with his jaw on the ground like, because there will not be any codes on the phones. There will be access to seeing all of that. There's going to be all of that because there's got to be trust. There's got to be trust, especially because I feel like there was a lot of deception on this part because he kept y'all a secret. He kept you a secret, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of like building of trust that's going to need to happen. And there's going to be a lot of like, I'm going to be keeping my eye on you on your part, Divine Feminine. Like you're going to be telling him, I'm going to keep my eye on you. And it may take you 20 years for me to like learn to, completely just be comfortable with whatever, your phone ringing and me not having to check it every 5 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Because there's just something there that needs to be healed. And I feel like it revolves around trust. So let's get to this and see. What's with these freaking masculine? Oh my God. Yep. Opened it right on that. There's going to definitely need to be some forgiving and learning. And it's going to all be coming revolving around trust and deception. You're going to have to learn to forgive him for the deception he caused. And you're going to have to learn to trust him. And it may take a while because trust is earned. It's not just something that's given. You know, it's like respect. You can't just hand somebody respect if they don't earn it. And this is one of those things, Mr. Moneybags, if you're listening, which and I feel like you are. You can't buy this person's love. I think you realize that. And even if you hand this person, we're just going to say $100,000 to go and invest in this person and say, I put all of this aside. I want to invest in you. I want to take care of you. Please, this, that, and that. If she says, thank you so much for the blessing, let's go have dinner and let's talk it out and see what happens. And she decides that she just wants to keep it in the friend zone. I mean, at least she's given you the forgiveness and you asked for. You may not get the full-blown relationship you want, but you may get a friend. And if you still want to invest and bless her that way, I mean, hey, go for it. If not, well, be mindful of what you do and what you say. Trust is I got a trust issue, a big time trust issue myself. Big time. Honestly, it's one of those things like money is such a harsh topic. And here's why. Because there's a very fine line between a gift and a gold digger. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody's really good at manipulating and all of those things, just be mindful. Use your discernment. Here's what I like to say. Use your discernment in all things. Okay? Because I've made mention that, before that if somebody wants to give you a gift, accept it. Because, if somebody wants to give you, if there's no strings attached, first of all, if there's no strings attached and somebody wants to give you a gift, why would you deny it? Why would you deny it? I mean, it's basically like slapping a gift right out of the hands of the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Spirit led this person to do that for you. And obviously it's for a reason. Take it and use it in good health. As long as there is no strings attached on either side. Use your discernment. Use the discernment that you were given, please. He wants to make the effort. He wants to make the effort because he wants your forgiveness. And that may be the way that may be his love language. I don't know. That's between y'all. But the thing is, he wants to make the effort and he wants you to he wants to give the relationship a chance with you. He wants to reconcile. He wants to heal those family issues. Like I was saying, he realizes who you are to him. This person shares your soul. This is your person. This is your person. And he wants to make the effort with you. He knows that there's chemistry there. He knows now that it's safe for him to love you. He knows that. He may have gone to somebody for help. It may just very well be that, that spirit guide, whatever dreams he's having, whatever near-death experience he's having, he realizes that life is short and he wants to be with somebody that's playful. He realizes that you're worth having heart-to-heart conversations with. He knows that all of this is worth waiting for. And I think he realizes very deeply that you guys are going to need some serious, what's the word I'm looking for? There's going to be a lot of things that are going to happen in order for this to work. And I think he realizes that very much so. But it all comes down to heart-to-heart conversations. That's true, Kayla. If he doesn't heal from his issues, he will keep sabotaging the relationship. Now, this is what I'm feeling about that, okay? I feel that if you two end up together this time in the same, even if it's just to have the heart-to-heart conversation to start the process of forgiving and learning and reconciling, there's going to be something that Spirit's going to do that's going to instantly click something into place, if that makes sense. I really feel that this time when he comes towards you, it's going to be with the best intentions. He wants to change, and I think he just needs somebody there that's on the straight and narrow, that's not going to feed into his codependencies, like I said before. that is going to keep him on the straight and narrow and teach him, because I feel like you are much wiser in your spiritual journey than he is. And he needs that right now. He needs somebody that he can go to for help. And I really feel that he may look at you from the very beginning, may have looked at you like he was your friend. You may have helped him without realizing a lot of things in the past. And now that there's been a separation because of lies and deception, that he's gone further down the deep end and he can't do it anymore. He's recognized these false ass people, these poisonous ass freaking people, and he wants away from it. That's why he's packing up and getting on this, making these changes and taking this journey, is because he wants to do something about it. He wants to make the effort to get some forgiveness from you, so you can learn the truth of what's been going on through these heart-to-heart conversations. Yes, he needs to love himself first. You may have needed this time to separate from him so you can learn to love yourself first. Because from both aspects, the both sides of this coin here, both of you needed to learn some self-respect. Not to take people's bullshit anymore. Not to turn over and show your belly to people anymore and submit. To stand in your boundaries and stand firm in them. Call your power back. This is why you guys are in separation, is because there's life lessons that needed to be learned on both sides. And like I said, he wants this. We saw this in the Kipper. He wants it. It's going to require a lot of heart-to-heart conversations, a lot of time alone, possibly taking some time away from tech, away from these poisonous ass people, so you guys can sit down and have conversations and forgive and learn and heal. Don't give out. Don't give him no snoo-snoo. Don't give him no snoo-snoo. You can hug and kiss and all of that, but no snoo-snoo. I wouldn't even suggest sleeping in the same damn bed as him. Not even in the same damn room. Keeping y'all's distance. You can flirt, but you got to be mindful of this. If he's done it before, be mindful. Like I keep saying, use your discernment, use your intuition. He is the one. He is the one. But there may have been some, like I said, he may have shown you unrequited love, even though he loved you deep down. Because remember the secret of Shinobi? Yeah, you were his secret. He couldn't show you everything he wanted to show you, so you thought it was all this. It's not. It's not. Please keep an open mind. Yes, pay attention to the red flags in this situation. Good for you, Kayla. I'm proud of you. This is all the reason why we are put into these separations, is because we need to learn certain things, and a lot of the times it's boundaries. And all those times that you were praying to Spirit, asking for your person, he's trying to give it to you. You just need to trust in that. Okay, you just need to trust in Spirit. Spirit's not going to bring, he's not going to bring you somebody or not tell you when there's deception. Not this time. I feel like you are in deep in your spiritual journey, really putting in the effort to make the changes and make it work, while he's been trying to heal from codependencies. You guys need some holiday time together. You need some one-on-one time so y'all can reconcile. You do. Just, yeah. There may have been an X on somebody's side that needed to be released. But the thing is, if you continue to trust in Spirit, like I feel like you are, and staying optimistic, your true love, your past life relationship, your twin, this person that you share a soul with, yeah, they're going to come in with all the romantic feelings and engagement. And it may very well end up being a very short engagement. Okay. I really feel like there's going to be some serious connection that's going to happen, even with just the smallest kiss. There's going to be something that happens, but it requires you guys being in the same room. Very soon. There's an X. There's an X. Possibly a high-level soulmate that somebody's attached to. Take that as confirmation. That connection may break all the way together, and that you may very well be in separation from that ex already. But there may be some lingering tantric connection or some kind of emotional connection that's there that's going to be done once you two get together and have those heart-to-heart conversations. Yeah. There's something about an ex that pulls at somebody's heartstrings really bad. Hello, Wendy. Welcome to a Friday night, a Friday Night Live. Good to see you. Yeah, it's very much going to. It just takes one sit-down conversation. Put it all out there. Set your boundaries. Have him realize that, look, I care about you. I love you unconditionally, but you did X, Y, and Z. You caused deception. You lied. You did that. You did this. You did that. And now you want me to just forget about it. It ain't going to happen. I will forgive you, but it's going to take a real long time for me to trust you again. Okay? He wants to make the effort. Let him. Give him the opportunity. Or you can listen to what I said before. You can either give him the opportunity to reconcile and have these conversations and come for healing, or you can ask Spirit to completely release it. Say, not this lifetime, not now, not never. Let me be done. Let's go. I want to move on. I want to do this. You have to make the choice. Got to make the choice. Got to make the choice. Because if that deception was so bad and you are not able to bring yourself to trusting, then that's between you and Spirit. But you got to heal. If you want complete healing on your end, if you want complete release of all of this, you got to forgive and you got to move on. One way or another, whether it's with him or without him. Okay? And yes, there's work that needs to be done on his side, and he needs to stay consistent in it. And it really comes down to those damn codependencies. And I really see this person as a big drinker. A real big drinker. And the more he drinks, the more deceptive and lies he does. And that's why, especially when it comes to his emotions, I really feel that because of whoever that mommy dearest that's imprisoning him in his own life, I really have a feeling that it has everything to do with the judgment of this person. What do you have to say? Yeah, you need to get to know the new yous. You can't live in the past. If you live in your past perspective, or opinions of him, or vice versa, whatever's, you guys are just going to poison your future together and your present together. Forgive him even before he asks for it. Forgive him before he even asks for it, so that way when he shows up and he wants forgiveness, you've already started the process. So you guys can bury the hatchet in a sense and get to know each other and learn how to learn to trust each other for good this time. Okay, we're going angels and ancestors. What do they look? Who it is on the bottom of the deck? And I did a pre-shuffle on all these cards. There you be. There it is. Somebody's heart chakra needs to be opened and realigned. You want to be loved? Then you need to open up your heart chakra. If you want to have unconditional true love, you need to heal your heart chakra. And I really feel that this masculine, whoever this codependent person is that's been manipulated by mommy dearest, done all that deception, closed your heart chakra to this person. And it needs to be reopened and realigned. So that way, even if it's just unconditional love as a human being, forgiving and healing, if that's all it is, that's fine. There's closure that needs to happen. There's forgiveness that needs to happen one way or another. Either do it energetically and in person, however it needs to happen. But remember, Spirit's with you constantly, always, forever and always. You are not alone. Your guardian angels are watching you, trying to protect you, trying to guide you, trying to lead you in the right direction. Just don't fight it. If you just don't want it, then you need to talk to Spirit about it and you need to release it. Anytime you feel his energy come towards you, say, I send you love. I send you light of the light of the Holy Spirit. I send you blessings, but you need to leave me alone. Please go move on with your life. Say it out loud, release it, pray to Spirit. Say, please block this person from coming towards me. If you truly don't want it. But you need to forgive and you need to surrender all of that, because if you continue to live in whatever doubt and deception that he's put you in, you're not going to heal and you're not going to firmly be in your divinity. If you want your emperor or empress status, you need to get rid of all of this toxic energy that's lingering around whatever this relationship is. So that way, when you do find your high level soulmate or whoever Spirit gives you next, you can feel loved and comforted and you're not holding on to trust issues. Wow. Speak to me, Spirit. Exactly. It's going to end and it's going to end it, or you're going to reconcile. There's only two options here. But there has to be healing, and there has to be closure to whatever that deception and lies is. Has to be healing and forgiveness. Take all of this noise as confirmation. Okay? There's important information, and I really feel like it's going to be on the door saying, hello, hello. Yes, we need to talk. Dang, man, who's blowing up the light? If you want to be walking in the light, you need to be the light in this situation, because there is too much. Like we saw that rah, 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 the Lady Gaga. I call it my Lady Gaga card. Yeah. When that card came out, he's been lingering in the darkness too long. He may have, like I said earlier, he may have very well looked at you as his friend in the very beginning of whatever this relationship was. You may have been his light. Now, if you're walking in the light and you want to be the light to others, this is the main challenge right here, is to so this person can heal one way or another. One way or another. You need to walk in the light. You need to be the light. You need to be wise too. Take that owl as wisdom. Be wise in your spiritual practices. Be wise in your spiritual journey. Be wise in how you speak to this person. Come to him. Come at him with grace. Give him grace. If you want forgiveness from the Holy Spirit for any of the things that you've done in your life that you haven't, repented for yet, or things that you may have forgotten for, and when you've forgotten about, and when you get right and, get your final judgment by Spirit, and you're going to want forgiveness, he's going to look at these moments right here, these challenges that that are going to be placed in front of you. And if you have forgiven this person? Well, if you haven't, well, why do you think you should be forgiven for any of the shit you've done? Forgiveness is hard. It's a hard thing to do, especially when you just don't want to. And believe me, I have one specific story that I've talked about before, where I have a little meditation closet that I go into. It's my walk-in closet. I made it a meditation space out of it. And I had to I released somebody. I put myself in a separation, and I kept it there. I placed firm boundaries, and I left it there. And Spirit's like, okay, Gina, you need to forgive this person. And because of my close connection with Spirit, I'm like, I'm not ready to do that yet. 4 days I dug my heels in, and believe me, on all 4 of those days, for the full circle, he kept, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? And on the 4th day, I'm like, are you serious? Yes. And I screamed into my pillow, and I cried about it, and I had a damn fit, but I had to forgive it, and I finally did. Because there were things that I needed to be forgiven for, and if I ever wanted forgiveness for those things, it needed to start there. Okay? Pay attention. Pay attention to that, because that's extraordinarily important. Okay. Now that you are aware that this person may be coming towards you, you need to make a plan of action for when it happens. And when that person goes, hello, Divine Feminine, yes, hello, we need to talk, then you will have something, and you will have a plan, and then it'll allow you to focus so you're not losing your shit. Okay, there it is. There's the Shaolin Master. Be graceful in movement and action and the way you speak to this person. Stand your ground, stand in your boundaries. But there's been something about that you've changed. You've been on the spiritual path. You've made, you've done the healing. You've done the work. You've done all of that. And now this person is going to see you. You may have been a hothead at one point, popping off at the mouth and just blasting him into the next room and with your words and just putting him on his knees that way. He doesn't need all of that. And if you come at him with grace in your words and your actions and all of that, and show him who you are, it's gonna shift his entire perception. It's gonna lock all of those things that I've already said into place, and it's gonna be that connection that y'all need. It's gonna be the magic that is going to be this twin flame union. It's because of the work you've done, Divine Feminine. He needs you to be who you are right now, not the person you were before the separation or even before that. Maybe when you first met or whatever. He needs you to be the person you are now. All of that shape shifting you've done, that 180 shift that you've done, all of that transformation that you've done is for a reason. When you see him face to face and you're not ripping him to shreds with your words, getting in his face, getting all the Laquanda motions and all that nonsense. Yeah, that's how I say getting ghetto is whatever. But it's going to be you unveiling your gifts of being the true light that he always thought you were, the true princess that he always thought you were, the divine essence that you are now. He's going to feel safe and loved and comforted in your arms once he finally gets that privilege. He's going to feel like he's respected. Whether you guys don't go any further than just healing and closure, he's going to feel respected. He's not going to feel belittled and beaten down like whatever mommy dearest is doing to him with all the nagging and the narcissism. And you know what? As a human being, he deserves that. He may have screwed up so many times, lied and deceived, but he deserves that, to feel like a human being and not just a piece of dirt under your shoe for whatever it is that he did. Okay? We all need healing. We all sin. We may all sin differently, but we all sin. None of us are perfect, and we don't get to cast stones because of that. You can, but don't forget there's only one being that exists that is going to judge you ultimately and decide where you go next. And it ain't you. Understand? So just keep that in mind when this person comes looking for forgiveness. Remember that you're going to be needing forgiveness for something at some point. And if you want that from spirit, you're going to have to do what would spirit do? He would forgive you if you asked for forgiveness and you actually truly meant it. That's part of being a divine feminine. It's part of being somebody that walks the path of light. To be humble in all of those things. To help this person. 11111 on the timer. Okay? It's all about walking the path of light. As healers, as people with love in their heart. People that want to live a good life, a humble life. That isn't out to hurt people. With a big ass ego, acting all shallow, gold diggers and all of that. Step out of your north node or south node and walk into your north node. That's the whole part of this transformation. That's the whole point of being walking with the light, is because this is what our world needs now. Are people like you and I that are willing to forgive people that are doing dirty things so we can get them on the path of light. We can be those nebula warriors that we always like to see in the Divine Circus deck. Divine beings that are willing to walk in the darkness to pull people out and bring them to the light. That is this situation right here in a nutshell. Big time. Big time. And the thing is one way or another, whether you reconcile or just get the closure and end it for good, there's going to be rewards for your growth on both sides. It's not going to hurt anything to forgive this person and let him move on one way or another. We're going to put you right here, Divine Feminine. You know what I'm saying? Having hatred in your heart just keeps you lingering in the darkness, and it's going to cause you to toe the line of your divinity. And I'll tell you this, it ain't freaking worth it. Not a damn thing is worth my divinity. Not a damn thing that walks this earth. Not a damn thing. My soul will rest after this life. I don't want to have to come back and do this shit again. Nope. I want to be with my family that is ascended. I want to look down upon my son and my grandchildren, and I want to be able to protect them and bring them home. So I could be that ancestor, that little kitty that was in that card, sitting there telling them, guiding my family that come after me. I don't want to have to live in another physical body like this. No. I want to ascend. Do you? As spiritual beings, do you want to ascend? Or do you want to have to come back here and learn more lessons and not have possibly the luxurious life that you may have now? I want to get some juicies. Okay, what? Give me just a second. What the heck? What is all of this? Oh, my mom just landed in Jersey. Yay, she's home safe. Beautiful. Ay. Lord Jesus, take the wheel. Disturbing my reading. I've been seeing him just kind of slumped down in that chair, just kind of sitting there like depressed almost. But he's kind of perked up and sitting up straight now. Like he's gotten a good, feeling good about himself. Feel like there's hope. The energy feels like there's hope, even if it's just for healing. But I really, like I said in the beginning, I really feel like this masculine may very well be accustomed to getting what he wants and may not understand the meaning of no, yes, I appreciate you coming out here doing all this, that, and the next thing. I forgive you. We can be friends. We can talk. We can chat. We can hang out. But that's about it. Or no, I forgive you. We thank you for the conversation. Thank you for the closure. But no, that's something that he's going to have to work on. I feel like there's a little bit of an ego there, or a very big ego. So let's tap into this. Let's see what divine guidance says, and then we'll close it out with Soul's Journey. All right, Spirit. I want some juicies. Let's get some goodness. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what the message is. What's going on, Spirit? I'll be all that you need. He can be. He wants to be. He wants to make the effort. There may be a sacred bloodline there between that you both share. Maybe I don't know. There's something in the bloodline between the two of you, and when y'all make that baby, it's gonna bring something into this world of pure light, love, joy, and happiness. That's gonna change a lot of things. A lot of things. Whoa, what is this? There's that spirit guide. Gigi, don't make this stuff up now. 3 times we've seen a spirit guide. 3 times. We already know that one of y'all are gifted with intuition and just a deep knowing. And masculine, this one's directly to you. You can't just flap them gums. You got to do something about it. You understand? Your actions got to speak louder than words. And if that means, whatever your love language is, make sure you let them know that that's about your love language and it's not to bribe them. But I really think whoever this divine feminine is going, no, she got a deep knowing and all the things, and she ain't playing. I really, really feel like this feminine ain't playing no games. Like, her toe is down. She firm in her freaking boundaries. She firm in her divinity. And there ain't not thing one nobody gonna do about it. Ain't no $ worth the divinity of this person. If you want to come back masculine, damn straight, you better come back correct or don't come back at all. This person's been calling back their power and holding on to it tightly, like I've been saying. What is this? Yeah, I can definitely see this. Makes sense. Why the hell would he be sitting there thinking about you, thinking about taking mommy dearest to court about the inheritance and the investments and all the things just to come bring his ass? He really does love you. He may have been, like I said, he may have very well been acting like it was unrequited love, okay? But deep down inside, he truly loved you. Big freaking time. Big freaking time. And he wants to know if you still love him at all. And the thing is I truly believe, as a divine being, the divine being that you are, you may love him as a human being unconditionally, but you may not like the crap that he does. And that's perfectly okay. My mom asked me, because I was saying this about somebody myself the other day, and my mom's like, Gina, how do you love somebody unconditionally, but you can't stand them? I'm like, because as a divine person, I love every living creature that walks this earth. I ain't gotta like them. Like, I love spiders. They keep the flies away, but I don't like them. Like, I don't like the fact that they're creepy crawly. They give me the goosebumps. They give me the willies, and I just don't like it. Okay. Like, it's one of those things. And as a divine person, yes, with the love that you have in your heart, the light that you have in your heart, you're going to have it in you to be able to make that, that step in forgiveness. Okay. And you'll be probably more likely say, like, I don't need what you're giving me. I appreciate it, especially when it comes to this. Okay. You've gotten to where you are now because of your hard work and your relationship with spirit. You never needed him. You may have wanted him. You may not need him now. You may want him, or you may not want him. You don't need anything that he may want to bring to you. You may want it, but you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? You may want the blessing of not having to worry about, is my, if my car takes a shit and I need to replace it, like having the money to do so, or paying off all your debt, paying off all, having a good chunk of money in the bank and just for security. You may want that, but you don't need it. You're working hard. You've done all of that. You're gifted. And like I said, Whether you reconcile or you heal and move on and close it out for good, you're going to be blessed one way or another because of your hard work. You understand? Okay. Yep. All right. Yeah, this is all stuff I've already said. You are strong on your spiritual journey. You are wise on your spiritual journey, and this is part of the reason why he's coming towards you. Is he needs your wisdom on that spiritual journey to help him get him where he needs to be. This is part of that reconciliation, planning something. He planned a bit, like we saw him on that, making them changes. He packed his bags. He got the car loaded up. He moved his ass to the train station. He got all them bags sitting there waiting for the train. Okay. He wants to take you somewhere. He wants to do something with you. He wants to reconcile. Before all of that, you guys were, and you had something. You had something. You may have known that there was something. You may have had dreams about something. You may have had a twin flame dream about him or a twin flame whatever. You may know who he is to you. But up before that separation, it was the wrong time. He was dealing with mommy dearest, being manipulated, dealing with gold diggers, dealing with narcissists, acting like a narcissist, acting like a real pompous ass. Okay? Big time. Right person, wrong time. He realized that now. I'm telling you, there was a light bulb moment. There was the switch went on, and it happened like that. It happened with something seriously scary happened. Something seriously scary happened. Woke up whatever tantric connection you had because he realized that if he didn't get his shit in a pile, God was going to cut him down. Realized that he was surrounded by narcissists. He took enough. He don't want to take something no more. You don't want to take no more. You don't want to take no more from these people. He wants to go to you and go on a romantic getaway. He wants to get engaged to you. I've been saying this whole reading. I hope y'all are listening. I really do. Whether you're watching right now during this live or you're watching later on. Okay? What else, Spirit? What else, Spirit? Okay. All right. You remember that release your ex? Yeah. That ex may be put there to teach you some lessons about heartbreak, about how you speak to people, about how you treat people. Was put there as a karmic. Wasn't your real twin. Okay? Wasn't your real twin at all. That whole situation had you stuck in the in-between. Not knowing which way to go. Not knowing where you wanted to be. Not knowing if you wanted to go here, there, or the other way. Stuck in, to the point where you are towing the line of your divinity on a regular, not listening to what Spirit was trying to tell you. You may have been in a gold digger situation at one point or another with this person. You may have known he had money and you probably went with your hand out a couple of times. You may not have. I don't know. But whatever the case is, it could very well be because of this false twin made you realize that you need to go get your own bag and not rely on other people. No? What is this? He's saying, I needed to push somebody away and break a chain with somebody. And it's, what is this? Is very strange. Hang on a second. He's saying he needed to, in the beginning, okay, in the beginning of y'all's relationship, he may have had to push you to a limit to get you to realize something. That he wasn't just about this. He wanted more. But because of lies and deception and mommy dearest, he couldn't just spell it out for you. He was hoping that you would realize it You may have saw through his manipulation and bullshit, but there's something there that's blocking. There was blocking something. He was blocking something with you. And it was, you may have very well in the beginning was like a sugar baby to him. He's telling me yes. But something had to happen this last time that you guys were, I guess, talking. Possibly telling you about other women. He's telling me yes. About fun events. Yes. With other women. Yes. Did she know that you were with other women? Friends, but they were really sugar baby gold diggers. Had to do all different kinds of things. There was drunken confessions that happened. There was a lot that happened in this last bit of time that you guys were together. A lot. And a lot of it triggered something. There was one night where there was an actual tantric connection. Were you with another person? No. Was she with another person? No. There was something, and it happened from a distance. There's something, it happened within a year period. For the most part, it was like almost like maybe like 7-8 months of time that you guys were talking somehow. I'm being told on the nose big time, where there was a lot of healing that happened already, a lot of stuff that was said, a lot of things that were done, a lot of people showing others, showing people who you really are, all different kinds of things that happened to trigger all of this. There were seeds planted throughout this time, like a 7 or 8 month period. There were seeds planted, and now Spirit's saying it's time for you to reap the rewards of all of those seeds that were planted. Go for that harvest. You had to learn how to go and make it for yourself. Get away from false twins. Get away from being not indecisive. Standing in your boundaries, learning how to respect yourself, how to love yourself in all your forms. Loving yourself in at any size, whether you were, losing weight or gaining weight or whatever. Loving yourself, taking care of yourself, being true to yourself. Standing your ground and standing firm. Calling back all your power. You may have called all your power back from him, and that could be another reason why he's getting all them towers. And now yes, yes, yes. I know you're the right girl, but do you think I'm the right man? Do you still love me? You may have told him you loved him a lot. You may have told him you'd be there through it all. But the thing is Mommy Dearest has emotionally damaged him. All those gold diggers and possibly things that you did in the past may have emotionally damaged him. He may very well still have he may have a big ass ego. Like I said, he's a man that never gets told no. Okay. He may have been shallow at one point. He may still have a little bit of shallowness to him. I'm being told no, not at all. All that shallowness was just an illusion. Yes. He loves you at all your shapes, all your sizes, all your craziness, all your, maybe you may have, you may change your hair a lot, or you may wear funky clothes or whatever. And he may have just been bullshitting you just because of whatever was going on behind the closed doors. But that ego is really a thing. That ego, he inflates that head of his, and he may not be able to get through the door sometimes because it's so big. I'm being shown big D energy. Yeah. What was I saying earlier? Stop looking to the past, or the present will pass you by. Yeah, living in the past, living in all of that nonsense that causes you to keep him at arm's length. Copy that, take that as confirmation there. All of that is going to block blessings. All of that healing that you've done is allowing the world to finally see you for all that you are. All of that healing you've done, all of the surrendering that you've done, all of those releasing of burdens that you've done, all of that is allowing the world to see you for who you are. And like I said, I swear it, I think that he really, truly is stalking you like something fierce. That's Kayla, I agree. I agree. I agree. And it really stems around mommy dearest. Whoever that mature female is in his family, I truly believe that it's because of what she's doing to him. I really do. And not only is he's telling lies, and even more lies. He's dealing with people lying to him, manipulating him, milking him, while you sit there being hella proud of yourself for all that you've done. Got away from all that crap, healed what you needed to heal. You need, look, masculine, I think you're ready to stop hiding. I think you're ready to release that secret and go towards your twin. Y'all see how many cards are still here. Yep. It's one of those things. Oh yeah. Remember how I told you? You remember how I told you when y'all, if y'all get together and he puts a big old rock right there on that finger of yours, there were going to be snakes that are coming out of the grass. Yeah. And they're going to start looking like this, because when you start answering that phone for him and replying to them texts for him and blocking numbers and changing numbers and all them things, oh, these bitches are going to be like, oh, the evil eyes. But the thing is, you hear me now, y'all are surrounded by divine armor. And once that union happens, that there is nothing coming through that. Damn. I can imagine. Kayla. Oh, damn. Baby mama needs to like go get some work done on her own spirit, please, because that no wonder. I mean, I don't know. Take it how it is, flip it, switch it, reverse it, do what they got to do. But that's some craziness. Oh, and I can definitely tell that they're gonna be sending evil eyes, but spirit ain't gonna let that anywhere near these divine beings at all. Like, bink, bink, bink off that divine armor. They're gonna be walking in sunshine, and none of those nasty freaking rays of evil are gonna be attached to them at all. And spirit's gonna rebuke it all the hell, like you're asking. Like I ask every time I start my reading, rebuke it all the hell where it belongs. Yep, it's exactly where it's gonna go, because he finally sees the changes in you, because all that stalking he's doing, yeah, he's no longer blind to who you are. That light switch went on, and you're about to get that perfect proposal. You just had to go through that separation because there was a lot of innocent. You were the innocent one in that situation, and spirit protected you from having to go through what he's going through right now. Y'all needed to separate so things could work out. There you are again. Rebuke. What was I saying, man? Rebuke. Spirit's gonna rebuke all the darkness. You just gotta forgive him. Forgive him and move on, or forgive him and reconcile. You choose. Your choice. You got free will for a reason. Figure it out. Anything more from here? I'm being told no. All right. It's your person. It's your person. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is your person. He is your person. He is your person. Oh. I've had no caffeine today. I'm exhausted. My apologies, guys. We're almost done. Almost done. Holy Spirit. 133.33, man. Dang. Have y'all been seeing a lot of like 111, 222, 333, 444, 1111, 12, 12, 13, 13? Like, I've been seeing that crap all over the dang place now. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I kind of have an idea, but I don't know. Like, I only know what spirit lets me know, but that's like all day long. Everywhere I turn around, there's synchronicities everywhere. Yeah, I don't drink caffeine no more. Occasionally, I drink black tea, like iced tea with no sugar all day long, but I haven't made any. The last of it got drank last night. I haven't made another batch, but no caffeine, zero, no coffee, nothing. I don't know if that's like signs from spirit that, something big's about to happen, or what's the dealio. Maybe you about to get it. There's that abundance. That's, I mean, like the first few cards was all that like instant great fortune, instant whatever the hell it is, unexpected income, great fortune. I don't know, something bad, something good. Well, you got off the cannabis, Joyce. Good for you. Between I'm sorry. Between all, I mean, I was literally using cannabis to put me to sleep and manage my day, and caffeine to wake me up because I was Gumby girl in the morning. I was a walking weed zombie. Yeah. I'm allowed to have an edible every so often, but the only caffeine I drink is tea. I can't do no more of that. It messes with me too much. All right, here we go. Let's see. There's your abundance right here. You're destined for it, with or without him. Okay. It just, there's one major challenge that you have to face, and it's really that healing process. It's the healing process. It's there's got to be forgiveness there, period. Way too much surrounding this forgiveness. Like this whatever this is, there's a lot riding on you forgiving this person, and there's closure and healing. See it from both sides of the spectrum. Okay. So I'm open to seeing both sides of the situation. Have empathy with him. He wants to surrender all of he wants to surrender all of it. He may already have started, but he may even come to you on his hands and knees with his face in his hands, crying to you in your lap, just hysterical. Okay. Have patience with him. He's trying to persevere. He may very well feel like a failure in his life right now for all the things that he just kind of blew off, threw over his shoulder, ruined, he may have very well ruined that friendship. Well, I'm not going to say he really ruined that friendship with you. And he may very well feel like a failure because of it, and because of all the towers that have just smacked him in the head because of what he did. He's going to surrender it all. He's going to come to you. I'm telling you, I see him literally on his knees, sitting on his heels, face in his hands, rocking back and forth, crying. Please don't judge too harshly. None of us are God. We really shouldn't be doing that. I don't even want to hear about righteous judgment. None of us are righteous. We may want to walk in a righteous way of life, but none of us are pure. None of us. We get no stones to cast because we are all sinners. Okay. He had to go through what he was going through. You had to go through what you went through. You had to live the way you lived for a reason to get you right where you are right now. It was all part of the divine plan. So none of us get to judge. You can, but then you got to face spirit about it. You know what I mean? Yep. It'll show you handling this with grace and elegance will show your growth. You're going to help heal his guilt. Okay. Your forgiveness is going to heal his guilt, may even give him the courage to stay sober, have him awaken to what his divine purpose is, and maybe he will be able to find his self-esteem and pride again in himself. There's that self-esteem card right there. Yep. He's going to be extraordinarily grateful, and so are you. I mean, I really feel that you are already grateful for all the things that you have in your life. I really feel that there's somebody out there that prays even for the breath in their lungs. Keep going. Keep doing that. You guys are going to be muses for each other. If you guys do decide to reconcile, I really feel whatever it is that you co-create is going to literally be, there's going to be a lot of creative endeavors. There's going to be a lot of it, and you guys are going to be each other's muse. Okay. I really, really feel that. So one of y'all may very well be an artist. I see somebody drawing, writing, sketching, painting. He may very well regret letting all of this go because of his envious, jealous mother, or whoever that baby mama, whoever mature woman is to you. Okay. Because of her jealousy, because of her envy, because of her narcissism, because of her judgment, He regretting what he did. He's regretting, he's living in grief. He's guilty. He feels guilty. He may have lost his mojo. He may have lost his creative flow. He may have lost a lot of things because of this. He living in guilt. He living in grief. He's lost his self-esteem. He got an ego death. All the things. Mm-hmm. Remember how I was saying you were stuck in the in-between, and then you got disciplined, you figured out how to make up your mind. Yep. There's that loneliness. There's that loneliness like we saw in the Kipper. He's sitting in that big ass house in that family room alone, sitting there with his head. He's sitting there kind of with his shoulders back, sitting up straight now. When I first saw this energy come through, he was sitting there slumped over on the couch with his head in his hands, thinking and concern and all of the despair and all that nasty darkness. Now I feel like he's kind of neutralized out. He lonely though, all because he broke your trust, wasn't honest. He was in denial about how he felt about you, worried about what his mama was going to say. And now he laying that shit to rest and he wants to be successful and happy. She going to blame you. There's going to be hella evil eyes. I'm telling you. All stuff I've already said, you know. Just confirmation. Y'all are going to balance each other out. We know this. And I think that's really, I feel like this woman is a sea witch trying to keep him from being happy, trying to keep him from accepting those divine challenges and kicking their ass so he can free himself from that imprisonment that is his life. All she wants to do is keep him in doubt that he can do it without her. Because all the while it's in the reverse. She can't do it without him. He needs peace in his life. It'll help him with his health. There just needs to be acceptance of there just needs to be acceptance all the way around. But he's fearing what you're going to say, and it's putting him in grief. He wants you to accept his apology. He wants you to accept him for who he is. He wants you to accept. It's really the acceptance from you, because I really don't think he cares about what's going on over here anymore with baby mama, mommy dearest, whoever the hell she is. Okay. He really ready for that change. He wants love. He wants a healthy relationship, and he wants to stand in his divine purpose and be in service to others. I really feel like the two of you together are going to do some, like I said earlier, it's all about what you guys are going to do together in your community, in your state, in your surroundings. You're going to be helping a lot of people. You're going to be doing something that's going to be something. Oh, I can understand that. Let me explain to you something about astral projection. Their future self, really, I feel that, you know, it's their way of their future self trying to get you and him on the same path. It may be a sign that something's about to happen. And again, time is fluid. It may be a preparation for what's going to happen in a year's time. You know what I'm saying? Helping guide you to heal what you need to heal and continue to do the work you need to do. And when Spirit's ready for y'all to come into union, it'll happen. But divine timing is just that, divine timing. It's all in God's time. God's obviously not ready for y'all to be together, because you may still have some resentment in your heart. You may not be ready to completely forgive him. Okay. Astral projection could be a pain in the ass. Hella confusing. I've seen it firsthand. First time I saw my twin astral project me, it freaked me out so bad. It was in the beginning of my journey, and I wasn't as accustomed to it as I am now, and it freaked me out. I think I was even still talking to him at that time. Mm-hmm. Anyway, but is there any more spirit? Sort of. Freaked me out. Anyway, what else you got, Spirit? One more deck? You want Soul Wisdom of the Oracle? No, what? You want the Angels? Tarot? Divine Feminine? All right. Divine Feminine wants to come out real quick. We're going to just get a couple cards from here. because I feel like the divine feminine needs some encouragement. Cool. Let's see. All right, divine feminine. Your higher self has something to say, wants to remind you of something about your power and your light. What would you like to say, divine feminine? Seriously, thank you. The Pontiff of Possibilities, Pope Joan. The possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. Now, what I need you to understand is about this, the possibilities are limitless. If and only if you can fully forgive this person. Your soul needs you to, and here's why. Because even if there is a separation and it completely is over, if you are able to heal that and have complete closure, your soul may be able to, once you cross over, completely heal together. So that next time you guys won't be split up. You know what I'm saying? You may not even need to come back. You know what I'm saying? You may have already learned everything you needed to learn. If you reconcile, awesome. If you don't and you just forgive and heal, your soul, either which way, as long as the forgiveness is there and you truly, truly, truly forgive, your soul will heal and you won't have to come back. Okay? And I really feel like that's like the main goal here, is to not have to come back on this time, on any timeline again, and have to don this freaking human meat sack. Okay? Think of the possibilities of just forgiveness. That's tonight's topic, is, can you truly forgive somebody that has wronged you? Can you truly let it go? Can you truly stand in your boundaries and stand firm? Can you continue to call all your power back and hold on to it and keep it for yourself? Can you keep a vow of celibacy and keep it in your pants and, be true and honest to spirit, and be obedient until you get engaged and you are, you walk down that aisle and do all the things. And then you can give that up your energy like that to your husband, somebody that you're blessed with under spirit. So your Joyce, you can sit here and honestly tell me that you've completely forgiven him and you no longer hold any resentment or grudges towards him. That's a question I really would like you to sit down and think about. And that goes for all of us. Okay? Have you truly, truly forgiven him or her? Do you have any resentment or grudges in your heart? Any at all? What else, Spirit? Anything further? I know. See, the thing is well, let me finish the shuffle. Give me focus. Okay. I had to, for example, my mom. There was a lot of things that happened when I was younger that I had to release and forgive. But sometimes there's certain things that she says or does that triggers me. And I'm like, did I really forgive her for that? And I feel yes. But it all is about standing in your boundaries. There may be triggers. And when those triggers happen, it all comes down to how you communicate about it. You know what I mean? It's a process. And this crap takes a long time, especially when somebody's emotionally damaged because of what was done. It's going to take a lot of work. Okay. The poetess, Sappho. I love every inch of my body and I love the women in my life fiercely. Okay. Remember who you are. Remember who raised you. Okay. Remember that it may not be moms. It may just be friends, but there are women around you that are trying to empower you. Whether it be, for example, people that you come to here, you meet up with here, or just random people that you meet that want to encourage you and tell you how wonderful you are. Those women are trying to empower you, help you stand true in your boundaries, help you to continue to love yourself and respect yourself. Okay? Remember that. There's people out there that want to see you succeed, that may give you advice, that may encourage you, that may do all of those things. Keep those relationships strong. You need them. Spirit is saying these are friendships that and relationships that you truly need right now. Okay. Joyce, just keep praying for him, honey. Okay. Just keep praying for him. Warrior of light. Look who's here. I have a steel-like faith in myself. The angels armor me with conviction. Yes, they do. You are the divine feminine. You are blessed by the Holy Spirit. You are the light that is going to be, you are going to be the nebula warrior to this masculine. He may need your help, and he may need a lot of help getting fully into his divinity. And if you choose to accept that challenge, do it with grace and elegance. Do it with compassion and unconditional love, because he will reward you in all the ways he knows how. He will love you exactly how you need to be loved if you truly love him unconditionally. He will help you make all your dreams come true in so many different ways. And both of you will be walking hand in hand with Spirit, and you will both be able to cross over and know that you are healed. That is the most important thing, is that you guys heal so your soul can become one and you don't have to go through this shit no more. This is the reason Gigi is so obedient to Spirit. This is why I will scream and holler and have a fit and do exactly as I'm told, even when I don't want to, because I don't want to ever have to come back here again unless Spirit gives me another mission. Okay. It's a hard task, especially from somebody as freaking stubborn as me. It's hard to do. And I'm just saying this from experience, guys. Take it how it is. It's hard to be obedient. It's hard to deal with the flesh of the flesh. It's difficult. It's a pain in the ass, but it's worth it. It's like the 2 months in boot camp I had to face. I didn't want to freaking have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, go to bed at 10 o'clock. I didn't want to do all that. I didn't want to have to stay up for 24 hours a day, for a full 24 hours running around damn boot camp, going swimming, doing all this shit. I didn't want to do it, but I knew what the reward was, and that was becoming a Navy sailor. You are very welcome, Kayla. I'm about to close up anyway. I thank you for being here. Folks, this divinity thing, these spiritual journeys, they're worth it, but they are difficult. Okay. I got to cut it on Leo. Like, damn. Yeah. It's one of those things. But we have to do it. You want to go home? You want to go home to Spirit? You want to go home to the kingdom of heaven? Then you know what? Do what you got to do. Okay? I really feel like that's for somebody out there tonight. Do what you got to do. Get away from those narcissists. Get away from those money-grubbing little freaking whores. Get away from them. Get away from the narcissists and the deceptive people. Get away from them. Okay? Get away from them. Anything more, Spirit? Not tonight. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, angels, ancestors, loved ones, and spirit guides for being here with me tonight through this live collective reading. For my people, I close this reading. I love and appreciate you all. Gigi is exhausted. She is going to go to bed. I might do some readings this weekend. I'm going to be at the dispensary tomorrow selling all the goodies. So if you're in the area, come by. And if not, I'll see you in the next reading and for sure next Friday. I love you all. Light, love, and blessings. Until next time. Good night. Bye-bye.